when your PractiMAN Basic Manikin arrives, the bits are in separate, so you need to assemble it. But also, this video is very good if you want to just change the lungs. So to start with, let's just have a look at the components. So here's the main head with the face on. You've got the lungs themselves, and if you're buying the lungs, make sure you buy the right ones, because the lungs for the Basic Manikin are different to the lungs for the PractiMAN Advanced and Plus. They have a different size lung. So we're looking at 37 centimetre lungs. So this will be what's in the kit when you buy it from new. So the first thing you want to do is just remove the skin. So literally just unpop the ends and take the skin off. Once the skin's off, we'll put that on in a second. Just things to note here, there is a little circle on the top of the manikin, and that circle is where you stick the bottom part of the lungs. When you're looking at the head, you've got a section in here, that's where the airway valve goes. So if you've already got the manikins, you just change the lungs, you won't need to do this because it will already be there. This is just a simple little airway valve, and this is a one-way valve, and that little hole there is where the air from the lungs comes out. So what you need to do is line it up so that this tube part here goes down towards the trunk of the manikin. So put it underneath the bar, put it in, and then just squeeze it until it clips in place. So just put your fingers on here and just hold it, make sure it's fully clipped in place. And you can just give it a little wiggle, make sure it's not loose. Now that's the airway valve, and that's now in fine. This bar here is what holds the head in place to the lugs on here. So you see these U-shaped pieces here, that's what that bar will sit into. So we need to get the lungs to start with, so take those lungs out of the bag. Once you've got the lungs out, just take one lung, and the lung has a little sticky pad on, and that little sticky pad goes right in the middle of that circle. So all you do is just peel off the top part of it, line it up so that that fits nicely inside the circle, and that's the bottom of the lungs done. So the lungs will stay on the manikin here, and then you've got the valve at the top. So what you're going to need to do is just to line it up and pop that onto the end. So just turn this over, pop it inside, and that part is then going over the bottom there. And just push it in. If you need to, just give it a little squeeze to push it firmly on. So now the lungs are connected. So all you need to do now is just turn the head over and just line the metal bar up with the lugs on the side, and you'll hear both of them click in place. So the lungs are on, just at that point, just make sure the head moves okay. Then take the skin, pop that over the manikin, just make sure the lungs aren't creased or they haven't folded round or anything like that. Pop the skin over, just tilt your head back just so that the top just goes underneath, and then you just need to line up the lugs with the holes. Just literally just line them up and then push it so that a little peg comes through the hole, and do that to all 6 of them. And once you've done all 6, then just finally just make sure the airway opens okay, and then the manikin is ready for use.